Welcome to part 3 of my autumn decor for the doll's house. As you can see, I always put away everything after I finished decorating. I make sure everything is neatly tidied up and cleaned away because I am a very efficient, very good artist. This is what it looks like behind the camera. So I have one big light up there. This light sadly doesn't work, but I do use the magnifying glass for painting, so I'm okay with that. This is where my phone sits. This is the other light, just to make it a little bit more ambient. And around here, as you can see, I've got my laptop sitting on its lovely little, whatever that thing is called, that I did in another video. That makes life a lot easier. At the moment, I also have to say that my table is on some books, just to make it a little bit more accessible, so it's the right height for filming. Another thing I should mention is this is our dining room table. So no, we are not eating at the dining room table or playing board games at the dining room table. In fact, we do have a little jigsaw puzzle going on the floor right here, which is fine. It's alright. And then over here, this is my lovely workspace for when I do my paintings. I'm going to do a painting soon. I'm actually going to change my YouTube picture thingy. Oh, I just realised I turned the lights off. Let me just pop these lights on again. They do look rather magical. Something I discovered the other day was that if you put new batteries, there we go, in your lights, they look extremely bright and so much better than they did. Right, so something that I have done since the last video is I did this little garland, and I'm really rather loving this because, I'm about to show you how it went into the pot, and I've knocked the pot over. And now it doesn't look, oh goodness sake, I knock everything over. I also found the other little stool, so I'm going to make another little pumpkin display or something to that effect. Something else that I did, which ended up a failure, was I put a light here, and I will show you that in a little bit, but yeah, it didn't go to plan. But I liked it, and I like the idea. I also painted these little pots up here, and I like those because they look like burnt pies. Maybe a bit overzealous on the brown, but they weren't supposed to look like pies anyway, so that's all right. But I do absolutely love coming here and just looking at this because it makes me want to pop inside and have some mulled wine by the fire or something, or even just a nice hot chocolate and a burnt pie. So I have decided to put everything on the table, which is a little bit risky because this might fall over, and also I've had to dismantle everything and it's a little bit loose, and I also don't have my helper with me because she had a better offer, so I'm not complaining, but she's having fun elsewhere. One thing I did was I put plasticine in the base of this because it made life so much easier, so I'm just going to do that with the other one very quickly. It's not exciting because my original plan, there we go, was to, and you see it doesn't work, was to wrap some wire around these to keep them in place like a little bundle, but I'm dropping it everywhere. It was easier just to stick them in the plasticine. I'm very happy with those. Right, so they can go there because they are, see, that's the problem. I'm just going to keep getting myself caught up. I'm stuck some of these little putka seeds. Seeds, they're not seeds, they're pods. Putka pods together and made a little base, so it's just a little bit higher. So I've got that for both of those. The other thing that I mentioned was that I had made a really beautiful light for the porch here. Basically it was a string of LED lights, and I kind of clumped them together and put some, I always forget the name of it, hot oil, no, definitely not hot oil, hot glue gun, some orange hot glue gun, in the hope that it would have a nice orange glow, and it did when I first did it. So I thought I will cover it completely with the orange glue, and it made it glow red. and it didn't look very good. So I've actually managed to cut some of the glue off in the hopes that it will look good. I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there now, just so I can demonstrate what I actually did. So there we go. Right, so just the battery pack hangs over the door, and then I can just twist. Ooh, I nearly knocked it over. This is what it's so much easier to have it on the table, but yeah. So there's, and I'm going to knock everything over with my elbow. Yeah. Oh no, it's my beautiful display that took me hours. Never mind. I'll do that again. So this, I just wanted to have it high enough. There we go. So I don't know whether that's still going to be too red. Of course, the other solution is just to get some LED lights that are orange. That might be a better way. But it did look really nice. I don't know. I might actually turn the lights off and see if you can see it. Okay, so I think that looks really nice. I think it might still have a bit of a reddish glow, but I'm going to leave it there for the time being. It does need to be a bit higher up, I think. But when I put the garland across here, you won't see it. So hopefully that will lessen the redness of it. I'm going to put the lights back on so I can see what I'm doing. The next little thing that I do want to do is the garland, because I'd already done one and I did it the hard way. What I did was I got some wire, got my jewellery wire. So I got some of this, and what I did, I might be able to do again, is stuck some of this on along here, but I actually held it. So I was using a hot glue gun on my finger. I would not recommend that. It's all good. So I'm going to use this baking paper so that I can glue it on here, and then it should come off, hopefully. Should be able to peel it off. That way I'm not going to burn my fingers. It's really not pleasant. I don't know what colour. I think that colour mixed in with some orange, maybe. One thing I need to do is plug in my hot glue gun. Yeah, so the idea is, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to move some of this out of the way. Put some hot glue gun on the wire. And immediately just shove some of this on. And because the hot glue doesn't really stick to this paper, it does, but then you can peel it off, hopefully. The moment of truth. So far so good. The other thing is, it does look a bit rubbish on that side. The other thing that I'm going to do is just tie this around it so it's a bit more compact. So this just needs to be chopped. Chopped? No. Twisted around so that it is a bit more compact. Apart from that, actually that's not too bad, is it? So, and then I'm going to give that a glue at the top, just because I can. There. And maybe stick. Oh, maybe I've got a second. Stick a bit of that on the top so you can't see it. There you go. So that's that bit, and then do the same down here. Hopefully I can then twist it around. Because oh god, I don't have the, I've got books behind it and they're not actually up against it. Is that going to be long enough? So I want it, oh, do you know what I forgot? I wanted to have, this is uncomfortable. I wanted to have it along there. And then have it like Oh, I'm actually not sure if it's going to, I'm going to have to come out. I'm going to have to come around. So, I want it to go there. That actually works. That actually, I like the way it actually sits there, because I didn't think it would sit there. And it does. It will come off quite easily, but then you've got the lights, and hopefully if I lift that up a little bit higher, and then I'm going to put some more of this stuff in here, so that it looks like it's coming out. And in fact, I could twist, I could even glue, oh, do I want to glue some on here? Yeah. So I could glue a little bit coming up here, so it's twisting around there, and then it looks like it's going to join here. So let me see if it comes around there. Like that. Yeah. So I want to have a little bit coming up here, and then hopefully it will look like it's actually joined the other one. Just going to glue it up here. I shouldn't need too much. Hopefully it will stay in place. Right. You'll be able to see that though. I'm not sure. It's a little bit overkill, but we'll try. Let's have a look. I'm just going to turn that off. Okay, so I fiddled with that a little bit, and it's not quite how I wanted it, because I wanted it to look like it was going to twist around the column, but I think it's just too thick. But I do like how that's called up there. Oh my gosh, I always forget about the trellis. So I might do the trellis first, because I could probably just do the trees after. So what I've got is I've got another trellis. Probably, yeah, I'll probably just paint these, I think. So where, there's my other bit of trellis. What I might be able to do is I'm going to just wrap these around and just sort of have a little bit. I twisted it around. Okay, so I'm just going to put these on here and have them. Which way around is it? Is that way around? Just have them climbing up the trellis. But I could paint these bits a sort of yellowy, orangey, browny colour. Oh my goodness. So I quite like that. I quite like maybe having some thyme mixed in with the flowers, so you've got different thingies. Okay, so I've got some thyme, and I've painted all of my little stems here. So I'm just gonna try and interweave them onto the trellis. Looks really nice. I'm really not sure whether to have it either side or to have double on that side. I'm going to have to decide, because that's going to have to be stuck in, and then it'll be permanent-ish. Break it off, but I've got lots of this lovely thyme. I could put that in there. Probably a bit much. Oh, didn't want to go in there anyway, so let me take that off and finish that in a little bit. One thing I'd like to do now, before I do anything else, is paint the bulbs on here, because currently, I'm going to switch them on. They are really lovely bright white, and I think that will look very nice for Christmas. I'm very looking forward to that. But I do want to give them a bit more of an autumnal colour, so I'm going to paint them with some acrylic and paint them orange, which I should have done with the lights here, but yeah, I didn't do that. Alright, Okay, so I'm going to paint every single one orange, and hopefully it is orange enough that it's not red. Okay, so these have been painted, and they probably could do with being a bit darker orange, but they've definitely taken the brightness of them, so off them. So I think they look quite nice. I think they work out quite well. And that there. Okay, so I forgot to press record, and I did this little thing, and I thought I just stuck a rose in there because I thought it looked very sweet. So that's gonna go. Oh God. Every time I touch anything, it just falls apart. There we go. Pop that up there. I think that's very sweet. This, I think looks quite good. I don't know whether I need to put a bit more darker paint on that, and I don't know whether it's a good idea to paint the LEDs. I mean, they have got that sort of cover on the actual LED, but I have no idea. I do not know what I'm doing, so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint these because it's going to take quite a while, and then I'm going to set all of this up, and hopefully the next bit you'll see it will be set up in front of the house.